All right, so I'm working on a 6.4 Power Stroke. It's a 2008 Super Duty here. I got my daughter with me right here. She's we're gonna change these fuel filters on this. All right, so I'm up underneath, basically, I guess where the driver side or the driver would sit, and you have this yellow tab right here and a drain valve. Okay, so I'm going to drain all this fuel out of here. So I got the that drained of diesel fluid. Now we need to put a 36 millimeter socket on that and twist that off. Now I'm using a 36 millimeter socket and a 10-inch extension on a ratchet. I'm going to take this cover off and get that one fuel filter out of there. Okay, I got my fuel filters here. Okay, FD4617 for this 2008 6.4 Power Stroke. The first fuel filter right there, okay, that's the one that goes underneath about the driver's side frame rail, okay. Don't forget to put on your rubber gasket there, okay, and it's gonna go in, flip it around, Gemma. Yeah, put that in. It's gonna go in just like that. But it's probably easier to put the cap up in its position and then work the filter into the cap and then screw it back on. So I'll go ahead and get back under the truck and do that. Again, back to the other fuel filter here in the engine bay. I got a 36 mil socket on it. I'm gonna take that off and take a look at this filter and see how dirty this is. My other one underneath was pretty clean. It actually probably had been changed because I bought this truck with 107,000 miles on it, and it now has 137,000 miles. So I wasn't sure when the last time these fuel filters have been changed, but let's take a look at this one and see if this looks bad. I'll let that drain out there. Just taking a look at that with the light here. It's not terrible. I mean, it's probably still due for a change, but I wouldn't say it's terrible. I've seen worse, so. Okay, I got a little pick here. We're just gonna find that ring, that O-ring. Take that bad boy off. Put this new one on. Okay, just like that. Okay, get that new filter in. Okay, clips into place, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some sea foam down there. This is a gas and diesel treatment. We're going to just dump it right down in here until it's, about full. Just so those injectors can get cleaned, but it's good for gas and diesel engines, cleans injectors, carb jet, stabilizes fuel, does all of these things. So we're gonna put that in there here. We got some sea foam here. We're just gonna dump it right into here. And this will all burn and clean these injectors real good. About like that. We'll put this filter back in place. And then we'll go ahead and get that tightened up, and we'll go ahead and run the engine and make sure everything's good. Okay. So to get this fuel back primed through the pump and stuff, we're gonna just cycle the ignition. I'm not gonna turn it on. I'm just gonna do this. I can hear my fuel pump down there right now priming itself. Okay, again, and we'll do that 6 times. Just cycle the ignition. All right, so we're still priming here. You can see I have almost 137,000 miles on this truck. And I just did the EGR and diesel particulate filter, the DPF delete. I got the H&S Mini Max, and I did all of that. That cost to get the EGR and DPF deleted. It cost me just over $2,000 for everything. And I had a local guy here, Mr. Diesel, take care of all that. But I realize I'm gonna wanna extend the life of this truck. It hasn't given me any problems yet, but those diesel particulate filters will kill these 6.4 engines. So you have to get those off of there as soon as possible. I recommend going over to powerstrokehelp.com and listening to Bill over there about these 6.4 liters and what DPFs are doing to these trucks, okay? So I eliminated mine, and I noticed about 3 or 4 miles per gallon more than what I was averaging. I was getting somewhere between, city and highway. My average was probably 12, maybe close to 13. Now it's up near 16. So I'm happy with that. The throttle response is much better. I feel a little bit more power, and that's what this tuning will do. And this engine is breathing a lot better now that DPF is off of there. All right, guys, so we're gonna, I cycled the key about 6 times. I don't hear that fuel pump coming on anymore. So that's telling me it's done its duty and we're ready to start this thing. Okay, so we'll go out and test drive it and make sure everything's good. I'll get back up underneath the vehicle and make sure there's no leaks and things like that, but I think we're gonna be good to go on this 2008 6.4 Powerstroke.